Hi there. So here I am. I've got my costume on, and I have to say I'm very happy with it. It's really working well. I'm still getting used to some of it. I think I need to put a little bit more padding in the helmet just to hold it steady, and this speaker cable here needs to be tidied up a little, but overall I'm very happy with the finished result. It's been a long time. Been going through my IG post there and going back to the very beginning. But I'll tell you, it's been a rewarding process. It's certainly better than buying something, because then I've got the satisfaction of having made it myself. Just a quick run through of what I've got here. The helmet is from Punished Props. It was a competition a few years ago. They had to make either the Boba Fett or the Mandalorian helmet. I've gone for Boba Fett style. The main armour is from Perfectly Imperfect Props. I think Gavin Finn is the guy's name. Check him out. The armour is really, really good. He also has a helmet, but I'd already started on the other one by the time I found the rest of the armour. Okay, sound. I wanted to get that in-helmet sound. Now, here at school where I work, back in 2020 when we first came out of lockdown, teachers were offered these little portable speakers with headsets, and they sounded flippin' horrible. So horrible, in fact, that I realised it would be perfect for my helmet. So I've got a headset here in the helmet, the mic's just here, and I've got the speaker unit in this pouch. And it just helps to modify my voice enough to sound more in-helmet. Which is pretty cool. And the actual visor here, which is brown, not the usual green, this is just the face shields that were offered, you know, on the plastic frames that look like glasses. It's just the full face shield that was offered at the time. And so it works nice. And just a few odds and ends, the blaster here, that's a Nerf gun that I modified. It's pretty cool. I'm not used to wearing gloves at the moment. I've got to get used to wearing them, but yeah, it's still quite functional. It's just dressed up to look like it belongs to Star Wars. It works quite well. And yeah, a few other odds and ends here. I've got a micro bit in my shield, breastplate, and it's got three more LEDs attached to it, and it's running code of the kind that I teach my students in this classroom. We haven't actually attached LEDs yet, but we do work with the LED panel on the microbit, obviously. So this is a nice way for me to tie in what my students are learning in this classroom to this costume, and just yet another way of using coding in the real world. And so other odds and ends, I've got a kid's water gun, wrist-mounted water gun there. I've painted up, and a couple of pieces out of projector and telephone aerial there. On the back jetpack, I've got other posts where I discuss this more thoroughly, but it's a mixture of toiletries, projector parts, and a water bottle. So it's come together quite well. Of course, the gun that you saw then too, that's also a toy gun bought online. Another chap here, Lee, he's bought the same gun, and he's doing his own costume. Be interesting to see how differently they turn out. One thing that's worrying though actually is that this gun actually has a laser sight in it, and it's pretty stupid selling products that have laser sights in to young kids, I think. But anyway, fortunately it doesn't shoot balls very well. And yeah, the shirt that I'm wearing, okay, I know that the clothing underneath the armour is not stock or screen accurate, but I'm in Phuket. It's really hot and humid here, so if I'm going to be screen accurate, I'm going to collapse a few minutes after putting it on, you know. So, especially outside, out of the aircon. So I'm using actually a long sleeve army shirt from Australia. It's dated 1986, state of Victoria, and it's working quite well. The pants I just bought up the road really cheaply as well. They go quite well. Different colour which complements rather than just being all the same. I don't have matching army pants for it, so that's what I went with. And the boots, they're just Australian horse riding boots, a little bit like the American cowboy boots. So overall, the whole thing's come together very well. I'm very happy with it. I hope you're happy to see it. Yeah, a few more tips on scrounging stuff. I was walking the dog one day and I found this. And I'm calling the finished product a sonic grenade, but in actual fact it's just a rubber foot peg off a motorbike with a few electrical parts glued onto it. Didn't even need painting. It's pretty cool. You know, so that's just another example of how recycling can be done to reduce landfill and create something really cool, which is something I'm trying to teach my students in this very classroom. As you can see by my Star Wars display at the back there, which is made also of a lot of recycled items. So that's my costume, but it's not the whole thing though, because I also have got a bag to keep this in. It's a green sports bag. It was with the brand label Khan beer. Dad got it years ago, one of those Christmas hampers. And what I did was on one side of the bag, I closed the zipper up enough for the hook bar on the jetpack to hook into. And I put a magnet bar on it, just like I put on the harness here, so that the jetpack can hang on the side of the bag. It's obviously too big to go in the bag. The shield will just sit on top along with the rifle, because it also is a little bit too big. On the other side of the bag, I'm calling that the face side, as we might say in woodworking, I put a square piece of EVA foam, and I've designed and cut my own logo. It's inspired by one of the Mandalorian logos, but I've also got a little bit of the later Rebel Alliance logo in there as well, hinting at Star Wars future timeline, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really need much decoration. It's already a great colour. It's got some silver work on the bag. So the bag itself is fantastic for this job. The main thing that I had to do with it though was I lined the whole thing with EVA foam so that it was much more stiff. So the base, the sides and two ends of the main compartment were all lined out with EVA foam, and I did that by cutting cardboard templates, then cut the pieces, assembled the tub, and then squished it into the bag. Obviously, being EVA foam, it's flexible, so I was able to twist it a bit to get it in there. That's my costume. I hope you like it, and it'll get worn officially here on the Halloween costume party, end of next month. No, yeah, end of next month. Anyway, thanks for following. Thanks for those of you who offered your encouragement throughout this project. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next project.